Welcome everybody to today's session, which is all about letting go of anger. Specifically today, I'm talking about anger that we hold towards another person that we feel that we are unable to let go of. And you might ask the question, why do I need to let go of this anger? Why can't I hold on to this grudge? Why can't I keep this? They hurt me, so I must hold on to it. But the problem is, when we hold on to anger, we're not hurting that other person in any way. We're only hurting ourselves. And that's because when we feel anger, it triggers the ancient fight-flight response. So your nervous system goes into that sympathetic nervous system, that heightened state. And when we're in that heightened state, it's the same state when we feel stressed or anxious. The body is essentially in high alert and it doesn't function properly. So the stress hormone cortisol is flooding your body, your breathing gets more rapid, your heart beats faster, your muscles get tense, your digestive system slows down. Your body can't function properly when you're in this heightened state. And this is why anger can be so damaging to both our physical health and our mental health. So from a physical health perspective, you can have cardiovascular strain, weakened immune system, digestive problems, sleep disruptions. It can really affect your physical health in many ways. And then from a mental health perspective, it is creating a low-level stress and anxiety. It can create low mood and depression. It really impacts your relationships as well, because when we're carrying anger, it often comes out in the wrong way, in unhealthy ways. And we often project that or project it onto other people in ways that we shouldn't do. So we're not releasing it in a healthy way. And it can create a difficulty in concentrating. It really does impact our physical health and our mental health. And I have quite a big journey with anger, actually, which I never really knew that I had. So my dad very sadly killed himself when I was only 7 years old. And I was never given an opportunity to process that or talk about it, or really to even understand what was going on in my internal world. And I felt so angry because as a little girl, I felt like he had abandoned me, the ultimate abandonment. I felt like he had chosen death over staying with me. So I was so angry that he had killed himself. Of course, my adult self now understands the complexities of suicide. And I now know that when someone is that deeply depressed, they feel there is no other way out. So now I understand it. But of course, as a little girl, I was so angry, and I really stored and kept that anger and suppressed that anger right up until I got to my 30s. But I didn't know that I was doing it. This was completely, unconsciously that I was storing this anger. And I didn't realize that my anger was really creating a low level anxiety. And then at 30, I had complete burnout in a kind of a difficult work situation. And that is no small thing to experience. And really, that was the start of my healing journey and the start of my journey understanding my anger. And when I processed my anger, when I gave it space, when I gave my anger kindness and compassion, and I really allowed my nervous system to fully and deeply process my anger, that is really when magic happened. My physical health and mental health were completely transformed. And this is the important thing to remember with grief. Grief and anger are almost the same thing. So even if you haven't experienced suicide grief like I did, you are going to naturally feel angry that they've gone, but that you might feel angry for many other reasons. But it's really normal when grieving to feel anger, to experience that emotion. So this session isn't about forgiveness. So it's not about forgiving the person that you're holding that anger towards. That's almost like the next step along. It's about taking a moment to process that anger and ultimately creating space for you to be free. Because when we release anger that you might have from a partner that hurt you or betrayed you, maybe you're holding anger towards a friend or a family member, or maybe you're holding on to anger because of something that a colleague did at work, or whatever the reason is that you're holding on to that anger. The reason why it's so healing is because when we release anger, you release yourself from the past. Okay, because when we're holding on to anger, we remain stuck in the past. We remain stuck on that event, that person, that situation that triggered us to feel angry. You allow yourself to feel more calm and grounded. You allow yourself to have relationships and communicate in ways that really align to your true authentic self, rather than reacting in ways that is ultimately reacting as if you are trapped in that anger place. It allows you to think more clearly when you release anger, when you let it go. It allows you to think more positively, and ultimately it allows you to take your power back. Okay, really allowing yourself to let go of that anger, it takes your power back. Because remember, holding on to it does not hurt that person in any way. It only impacts you both physically and mentally. So let's start with some breath work. And for today, I want you to start with a bit of movement, because anger can really activate that sympathetic nervous system, that fight-flight response. Sometimes we really need to bring a bit of movement into the body to release it. So we want you to begin by just shaking your hands like this. So you're moving them up like this, moving them down. Just bringing a bit of movement to your arms, and also just making sure sometimes when we're angry we can clench our fists. So just this really kind of brings relaxation to your hands and your arms, and just start to connect your breath. So breathing in as you raise your hands up, and out as you lower down. Breathing in as you raise them up, and breathing out as you lower down. Really good. Let's do one more. Breathing in, raising them up. Breathing out as you lower them down. Okay, really good. Then take 3 shoulder rolls. So rolling up, rolling down. Shoulders and neck is another place we can really hold our anger and our tension. So just rolling up, rolling down, in whatever way feels nice to you. And then move your neck from side to side. Gently rolling it around. Maybe you do some yeses like this, some no's, just making sure you're not holding any anger tension in your neck. And then I want you to tap along your jawline like this. Gently tap along your jawline and go ba ba ba, ba ba ba, ba ba ba. When we tap along the jawline, this is a common place that we hold our anger, and we can really clench our jaw. So relaxing your jaw, tapping along it and making that sound is a lovely way to, again, release that tension. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, really good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to locate your side of the eye point. Now this is connected to your gallbladder, which in acupressure and traditional Chinese medicine is connected, the gallbladder is connected to our anger. So gently tapping on both sides like this, so with both hands. And we're going to do a little bit of breath work. But with this, you're going to inhale in through your nose. On your exhale, you're going to make an om sound. This is something that you might have done in yoga. This is a really lovely way. When we use our voice, it's a great way to bring balance to your vagus nerve. Okay, so it's a lovely way to calm the nervous system. So gently tapping on both sides of your eyes like this, closing down the eyes, inhaling in through the nose, and then really good, everyone. Breathing in. Really good. One more, breathing in through the nose. Really good. Place both hands on your chest, on your heart center. Take a deep cleansing breath, breathing in through the nose and letting go through the mouth. Then with your eyes still remaining closed, I want you to bring to mind a person who has triggered your anger. Bring to mind one person who you are really holding on to that anger. It could be someone who has hurt you or has made you feel sad, scared, abandoned, unworthy, unloved, anything at all. Just one person who you really feel like you are holding a lot of anger towards, and you really want to just try to let some of that go today. And then I want you to gently tune in to where your anger number is, 0 to 10. So 0 being, I'm not holding any anger at all. 10 being, I am fully in my rage. Where would your number be with no judgment? And then I want you to gently open your eyes. And we're going to begin to do some tapping. So tapping on your karate chop, which is the side part of your non-dominant hand. Tap with about 3 or 4 fingers with a reasonable amount of pressure. And then repeat after me. Even though I feel really angry towards this person right now, I love and accept myself anyway. And even though I have all of this anger inside of me, I give myself permission to feel calm. And even though I feel so angry, and I don't know if I can let this go, I love my body. I love my mind. I'm open to the possibility of being free. And then move to the inner eyebrow point. Close down your eyes and I'm going to guide you through. So repeat after me. I'm holding on to this anger. Outer eyebrow. I feel so angry right now. Underneath the eye. This person has made me so angry. Underneath the nose. I feel so much rage. Underneath the mouth. How could they have done this to me? Tapping on the chest. This anger that I'm holding in my body and mind. Underneath the arm. It's keeping me trapped. Tapping on the head. In a permanent state of high alert. Inner eyebrow. It's hurting my body and mind. Outer eyebrow. Can I let it go? Underneath the eye. Should I let it go? Underneath the nose. I'm not quite ready yet. Underneath the mouth. I'm not quite ready yet. Tapping on the chest. This anger that I'm holding onto. Underneath the arm. I'm not ready to let go yet. Tapping on the head. I'm not ready to let go yet. Now place your palms facing up. Shut down your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath. Breathing in and letting go. With your eyes gently closed, taking a moment to check in. Firstly, to your body. What does your body feel in this moment? And then just taking a moment to check in with your number. Where would your number be on anger just in this moment? Remember, don't judge whatever your number is. And then gently open your eyes. We're going to do another round. Gently tapping on your karate chop. Repeat after me. Even though I'm still feeling really angry, I love and accept myself anyway. And even though I have all of this anger, that's okay. Anger is a normal human emotion. And I'm giving myself the opportunity to process it. And even though I've been holding on so tightly to this anger, because I've been hurt, I realize now the only person I'm hurting is myself. I give myself permission to relax and let go. moving to the inner eyebrow point, closing down the eyes, and then repeat after me. I've been holding on so tightly. Outer eyebrow, thinking my anger would hurt them. Underneath the eye, get them back in some way. Underneath the nose, but I realize now. Underneath the mouth, I'm only hurting myself. Tapping on the chest, and the more I hold on to this anger, underneath the arm, the more I hurt myself. Tapping on the head, I remain stuck. Inner eyebrow, I remain stuck in the past. Outer eyebrow, I remain trapped. Underneath the eye, I want to be free. Underneath the nose, I give myself permission to relax. Underneath the mouth, I give myself permission to relax and feel safe. Tapping on the chest, allowing all my other emotions to rise. And then I want you now to double tap on your chest, keeping the eyes closed, and just thinking about the emotions that might lie underneath your anger. Is it sadness? Is it fear? Is it anxiety, rejection, grief, abandonment, unworthiness, not feeling good enough, unloved, lonely? What emotions lie behind your anger? And then underneath the arm, repeat after me. All of my emotions are normal and valid. Tapping on the head, I give myself permission to be free. I give my emotions permission to be free. Okay, close down the eyes, place your palms facing up. Take a deep cleansing breath, breathing in, and then letting go. And then with your eyes still remaining closed, taking a moment to check in with your body. How does your body feel in this moment? And then taking a moment to tune in to your number. Even if the intensity of your anger has gone down by 1 point, that is still doing incredible work to process it and ultimately allow your nervous system to feel calm. Because remember, anger can put us into that heightened state. So we want to always feel calm and grounded. And then gently open your eyes. And we're going to finish with one final round, tapping on the karate chop. Repeat after me. Even though I still feel a bit angry, I love and accept myself anyway. And even though I can sometimes feel angry, that's okay. Anger is a normal human emotion. And even though I can't control other people. I can always control how I react. I love my body. I love my mind. I give myself permission to let go and be free. Moving to the inner eyebrow point, repeat after me, closing down the eyes. I give myself permission to let go. Outer eyebrow. I give myself permission to be free. Underneath the eye. I choose to release my anger. Underneath the nose. I choose to be free. Underneath the mouth. I give myself permission to relax and feel calm. Tapping on the chest. I am completely safe. Underneath the arm. I am the present moment, and that's all that matters. Tapping on the head. Only I control my thoughts. Inner eyebrow. Only I control my power. Outer eyebrow. It's okay to feel angry sometimes. Underneath the eye. Anger is a normal human emotion. Underneath the nose. Thank you, anger, for guiding me today. Underneath the mouth. And showing me what I needed to release. Tapping on the chest. I choose to let go and be free. Underneath the arm. I choose to let go and be free. Then tapping on the head. I am excited about what my future holds. Then place your palms facing up, shut down your eyes, take a deep cleansing breath. So breathing in for me and letting go. And then for the final time today, checking in with how your body feels in this moment. And then just gently checking in with your number. Where is the intensity of your anger just in this moment? Remember, even if it's gone down by just a few points, that is still incredible as you really give your nervous system permission to relax, to feel safe, and to feel calm, and permission to let it go. And then in your own time, you can open your eyes, becoming present to this moment once again. Well done, everybody. It is not easy to let go of anger. It's not easy to live with it as well. So I think I want you to be really proud of yourselves for watching this today, for showing up today, whether you're watching it live or you're watching the recording, because when we don't give ourselves permission to process our anger, and when we ignore it, and most importantly, when we want to hold on to it, you are only hurting yourself. So when you actually allow yourself that moment to process your anger, that is when you will allow yourself to be free. So well done Thank you so much for watching today. This is the last YouTube Live of 2025, but I can't wait to see you again in the new year.